Hello and welcome. Today we're going to talk about how to create your first data leap. This data leap would be updating or creating a new contact and mapping maybe a CSAT survey from SurveyMonkey to Salesforce or CRM. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on Create New Data Leap, and it's going to ask us where our target is and where our source is. So we're going to say SurveyMonkey, and we're going to say Salesforce. We're going to click on Next. It's asking my credentials. I've already entered this and authenticated it so we can use it. And we'll click on Next here. We're going to pick out what survey, and it's going to be my CSAT survey. And also my collector. My collector this time was the CSAT deployment. And click on Next. And the credentials that I use for Salesforce. This is a developer account. So we're going to click on Next. And we're going to give it a title. So I'm just going to call it CSAT. And click on Create. And I'm going to say, okay, take me to the mapping. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to update existing or create a new contact. So my first thing I'm going to do is our contact mapping here. And we click on Add New Section. That is going to open up our new section here. To create a new contact, well, we want to update existing or create a new record. So that gives us our where statements. Our where is our object, and easily the quickest way to find somebody inside of your CRM is usually by email address, provided that it is up to date. So we're going to use the respondent email address to email address, and we're going to have the system make a decision of what to do if we find that email address several times. I'm going to choose last modified here. The reason being it's most likely the most up-to-date record that we have. Okay, so we're going to do update existing or create new. And now we're just going to map our fields. So this is going to be going over. So we're going to say first name and going to first name, last name to last name, and email address to email address. So there's our respondent email, and that goes to email. Alright, excellent. So we've created our contact or updated the existing contact using their email address and grabbing the last modified. If that's the case, if they don't exist, we're going to have a created last name, first name, and their email address. Now I want to map over our CSAT to a object. Today we're just going to use a default object, and we're actually just going to use the note field. We'll click on Note and Add New Section. So I want to create a new note, so that's our simple mapping up here, and it needs a parent ID in order to create this note. So with us creating a new contact or updating the existing, we do actually have a contact reference. So it's saying inside of our contact mapping, if we've created a new one or updated the existing, go ahead and reference that as our parent for our note field. Once we've done that, we need a title. So I'm going to use our fixed value. And this fixed value is just going to say CSAT survey. There we go. So that'll give our note a title. Now I want to go ahead and map our fields over. So we have our questions on our survey here, which was a matrix type question. And I'm just going to be putting these into the body text area of our note field. So we're just going through, adding each question in. Okay, and then our last one is our additional comments field here, and what can we do better? And we're going to put that in the body as well. And what I want to do is I want to append each one of these, so it puts all of them inside of the same field. So I'm just going to use semicolon for each one. That way we have our responses. And there we go. So we've simply created our contact, updated existing, and then created a note on that new field. Go ahead and click on Save. And we've created our very first mapping. Now you can go ahead and schedule this to run. You can either run it now or you create your schedule. This would do it with your frequency selections or anything along those lines. So if we go ahead and click on hourly and say 1 hour, Click on OK. That will run our schedule. So I've already done this previously, and this is what it looks like. This is our brand new contacts that it's created with our mapping. And if I click on this particular contact, you can see that it's been freshly created. And also we have our new notes. So here is our new note. Click on our title. And there is our information. Now you can see inside of our list of contacts that all of these now have their fresh new notes. Now this was really simple mapping on default objects. You could actually do this into a custom object. Instead of appending, you could put each answer into its own field. Thank you and have a great day.